Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld War Let's Play, where in the last episode, we had been hit by an infestation, and people are still recovering from that. We got hit pretty hard. Unfortunately, Bender got the worst of it. They tried to, like, gouge his eyes out, basically, so we're gonna have to fix that. Luckily, we have the technology, we just need to spend the medicine to do it. We've also got some new names, if you didn't notice already. So I is now Ainsley, Boris is now Ruckle, and Ad is now Trenton. So thank you guys for submitting those names on the last episode. We're a bit low on food as well right now. The bugs that we chopped up are the only food available other than this pemmican I've got on reserve. But we do have a bunch of rice more or less ready to be harvested, so if we can dig that up and turn it into some simple meals, we'll be fine. It's just a matter of getting that work done. We're continuing to expand to the south. I've queued up the mining of this whole area here. That's going to be the main prison work area. And once we have that dug out and this filled in a little bit more, again, we're trying to fill this whole thing with chunks. So once we get that filled in and this cleared out, I'm going to wall this off right there. And then we're going to turn this into an interior space, and we'll kind of clean this up a bit as well. I've got a geothermal generator queued up there to add a bit more power. I've added a lot more lights, or I've queued up a lot more lights to be built all around the base, so we're going to need that power. And conduits everywhere. We're missing a lot of conduits, so I've added those in as well. And that's pretty much it for the recap. Oh, and a few vents too, where we were missing them. So yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and get things rolling here. I'm gonna go 2x speed. I was looking at the world map while I was setting up, and there's really nothing for us to do immediately, but we do have these two outposts that will be worth attacking at some point, because we'll get an orbital bombardment targeter and an orbital power beam targeter, so two very useful items there. And what I'd like to do is collect them and then go after one of these Kaiser Reich bases. Probably this one just because it's closer, but eventually that one as well. And we'll go from there. I don't know if we'll ever bother with this. It's just silver, but it's going to take... This was like 10 days. 10 days out. And so that is going to be at least 20. Allison, what's going on with you? How's your infection doing? I think you'll be fine, but it might be worth asking Grace to tend to you just to be safe. Let's do herbal medicine, because you're probably gonna make it no matter what. But just to be absolutely sure, you know what? Maybe I should have waited, because she's probably, yeah, she's gonna reach immunity before. Yeah, you know what? Don't bother. She's gonna reach immunity before we even finish that treatment, probably, so yeah, there's no point. She'll be alright. And let's see, we still have a ton of prisoners. We need to, try to recruit them, or if possible, get that prison up and running soon so that we have them in a more secure location. Oh, an eclipse, great. Actually, it's not really going to hurt us because we have no solar panels. So we got lucky there at least. Wind seems to be doing all right. We're holding pretty steady on our batteries there. If we can get this built, I think we'll be just fine. For a while anyways. We obviously need to get the conduit down there as well, though. I believe it's finished all through these walls. It just needs to be run out to where the generator will be, and then obviously the generator needs to be built. And then we're continuing to reinforce this area here. So, for a long while, it's probably just going to be these two thick walls whenever they get finished. But eventually, oh, somebody's in a daze, Trenton. Eventually, what I'd like to do is what we kind of talked about before with the alternating sandbags and traps. That's going to be massively expensive, though, in terms of steel. And I think these guys require... No, just steel, okay. And you are, what, 6? So that's going to be 76 steel for every 2 of these. That's quite a bit. So yeah, it's going to be very expensive. I have 1,500 steel, but honestly, I think that's going to require... Oh, I don't know. It's going to be a lot. That's the point. So we're going to need a lot more steel if we want to have any left over, or any at all. Petit, what are you making for me again? Ah, right, these tactical vests. We needed one for Trenton and Ruckle. We have one there. Trenton, I'm going to give that to you. Oh, I can't give it to you, right. Ruckle, you're a fighter, right? Ugh, not really. No, you're not. Okay, we were going to turn you into a worker. Now I remember. Okay, well, Sammy needs a vest, or a... What do you call it? So, Sammy... When you're done mending, come throw this on. And we'll get Trenton one as well. Actually, you know what, Sammy? Come wear that one. Because you're a better fighter than Trenton is. And I'd like to get her some armor as well. Because she is a pretty proficient melee fighter. And so anybody who is good at melee combat especially, I want to get some armor like these two have. And we're going to make them sort of hybrid fighters that can fight at close range or short range. And they'll eventually be my Royal Grenadiers. We'll get them some gas mask helmets that'll look really cool. And yeah. Don't let Boz in there because he can't get out. Crap. You better not be picking up any guns there, buddy. Okay. Alright, good. Murta knew what was up. And we just finished another bolt-action rifle. You don't have a weapon. Sammy does. So Trenton, that's going to be yours. Because you are a... Yeah, you're a pretty good shot. So that'll be his. Oh, good. And we're finally getting those meals out, so everybody should be pretty pleased with that. I think they've been eating raw bug meat, which is, you know, not their favorite meal by any means. Is that why you run a mental break? You ate insect meat. You have cabin fever. Well, that's easily solved. You just need to walk outside. But okay. Yeah, so anyways, whenever we finish this, I'd like to start mining out this area here because I really want to be able to utilize that. And obviously, we'll have a lot of space here as well. I would like to set up some area for visitors, for guests and all that stuff. And I think it will be over there, but we'll have to see about that. Let's mark all these for hauling. And these should be hauled as well. Hypothermia. Agatha, get back inside. Jeez. We need to get her some warmer clothes. Okay, no more chunks floating out here. We got some there, though. Not going to let me rubber band box those because there's people in the way. We're making good progress, though. Game's a bit laggy right now. Let's see, if I slow things down, is it better? I think we're just getting to that point where there's too many pawns on the map. And probably too many little bits and pieces, too. So we have all those corpses lying around and their clothes are scattered all over the place. It's a real mess on this map. A lot of like this happening. And that never bodes well for performance. Looks like a lot of this stuff is getting hauled, though, so that's good. It's all going to make its way inside. Kibble's out here for the animals. Are you eating kibble? You know what? Fine, do it. There was simple meals. I guess there isn't any more. I think we used up all the rice. Did we harvest all of the rice? Yeah, it all got harvested. How are we doing over here? 76. I might just tell them to go ahead and harvest it now. Because we're a little bit behind on that. Oh, that can get hauled, and I completely forgot that I opened that up. We'll wall that in. Do I want doors coming from here to there? I think I do, actually. I think I do. So we're going to put a door there and a door here. That'll let them access this room, which I think is going to be storage. It's been a while since I've recorded for this series, but I think we talked about that last time, making this like a storage room. So that'll be the plan. Shoot Frenzy, that's not really going to help us right now. That does remind me, though. Oh god, they've eaten a lot of this. How are we so far behind on food? It's because we have so many people. All these prisoners and all of our colonists. That's got to be why. So I'm wondering if it would have been better to go with the rice. You do have light, correct? Yeah, transparent roof. It's because it's dark outside. I was just a little bit concerned because I can't... Normally you can see... Wait, what's going on there? There we go. Fix that. Normally you can see where the transparent roofs are. It's really obvious over here on this particular floor. But in the growing zones it's harder to tell. So I was a bit thrown by that. But they should be able to grow. We just need daylight. And I'm wondering if I should have just done this whole room rice. I don't know if strawberries are going to be very effective. But what I am going to do, because we're in a bit of a tough spot right now, is I'm going to tell them to go ahead and harvest all of this. And let's see, that's cotton, strawberries, extreme break risk. What's your deal? Oh, you're starving. Okay. Well, off you go to eat some bug meat. You know what, man? You can eat some pemmican. I'll let you do that. I don't want to unforbid this because this is all we have in terms of food to take on trips with us. And so if Agatha, you were driving me. Oh, it's Nolan. Okay. If we need to go on a journey or anything, we need to have some pemmican on standby. Eclipse is ending. I mean, that would explain why this stuff wasn't growing as well. Cargo pods, please be food. Oh, it's drugs. Well, we'll take it. It's going to prevent diseases. Not that we're in any particular, or at any particular risk to contract them. You know what? Scratch that. I want a lot of this stuff cleared out. Let's get rid of a lot of this clutter. And this will help fill in over here. So yeah, we'll mark all of those. Don't really care what kind of stone they are. The one downside to this is, of course, all of this potential stone, or all of these potential stone blocks, will be inaccessible to us once we wall them off back there. But since our main building material is granite and most of what we are digging into is granite, I think we'll be just fine. We can always get more just by expanding the base in this direction. There's also... Ooh, there's still some steel there. We should probably continue mining that. Okay, so we'll grab that. Some overalls finished. We'll have to change the color of those. Trenton, I'm going to let you sleep. Ruckle, those are going to be yours. So what are you wearing now? Okay. I would like you to come wear these. Well, I'll wait until you guys wake up. How about that? What is that? Another uniform. Right, somebody is like naked under their coat. That would be you. Wind turbine's down. That's going to be very bad for us. Hopefully we can get that fixed ASAP. Fleming, what are you up to? You're going to go build a granite wall, pet it. Fleming, can you do this for me? Oh, no one's on it. Cool. As long as somebody's on it. Because we are very reliant on those. Is anybody touching this? Ainsley, what are you doing? Could you, instead of eating kibble, work on this? You know what? Eat your kibble, since you seem to love it so much, and then come get this thing built for me, please. I don't know why they're not doing it. We have plenty of steel and we have plenty of components. So it's just a matter of somebody getting around to it. Okay, we've got rice coming in. That's good. We'll start getting some proper food. But that's not going to be a very... Oh, great, and they're eating it raw. So that'll make our harvest even smaller. We're definitely behind on food production. Definitely behind. I think what I'll do is in here, once we harvest these strawberries, I'm going to replace them with rice. But since they're already going, I'm not going to do it now. That would just put us behind even farther. Although you could argue that rice would probably catch it in the long run. And that is possible. But then we just end up with food being harvested at the same time. So either way, we will wait this one out. And on the next one, we'll turn it into rice. Because we already have strawberries growing here. So we don't need more necessarily. I don't know why I didn't just do all rice. Okay, so there's a little area there. But that's the end of our steel, at least in that area. Oh, somebody just dropped a meal. And let's see, waiting on the light there, waiting on the light here. We got the conduits in. I'm gonna need to move that refinery. I haven't decided where I want to put it. I can't actually move it, so I'm gonna have to rebuild it. There's a button-down shirt for someone. So, Ruckle, that's your outfit there. Come throw these on if you don't mind. And Trenton, when you're done with that, come wear this. And I'll have to go through and check to see which... Whoops. You don't need that. Or this. Let's unforbid those. And I'll have to recolor that, but for now he's fine. I want them to all be this color, just so that they're easier to distinguish up here. I know they're workers and civilians, but if they have a uniform, like the soldiers do, it's easier for me to, pick them out. And so they'll have these, like, blue denim work outfits. And what I'd like to do, eventually, is get the prisoners into, like, the dedicated prisoners, the people who are going to stay prisoners. I'd like to get them into some basic clothing. We'll try to standardize it, but maybe we'll give them, like, orange uniforms. What I can do is I can make pants and t-shirts, or button-down shirts, whatever we want to make them out of. I can make those, or whatever we want to make them into. I can make them out of cloth. I can have our colonists put them on and then recolor them at the change mirror. So I can effectively dye clothing any color I want. I just have to do it manually, which is kind of a pain. But it's easier than trying to find like 1,000 orange fabric. Squirrel skin would probably work, but 39 is not going to be enough for what we need. It's not even going to be enough for one of what we need. So that's not going to do it. I feel like we need more light down here. How are we spacing these again? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Let's count in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the ninth one is the light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and light. And that'll be good enough for now. And it looks like there was enough conduits to connect all those. But that'll light up this hallway a little bit better. Obviously, we can't light out here yet. Damn it. Let's get all that hauled. Let's get this hauled. Oh, that's technically a chunk, so yeah, they're not going to move it out of there. Did they get the steel that was in here? It looks like they did. Oh, my stove just broke down. Yeah, they did collect the steel. I don't like the idea of putting slag chunks in here, but I think we'll be alright. I want it filled in and then walled off. And we'll deal with whatever comes of that later. Okay, well, we still have the other one up and running. God, we have no food. Nolan... Oh, you get a little bit of frostbite there. Why are you wandering so far from the base? Oh, because you were working on that wall. Well, at least it's finished. That looks pretty damn formidable. So then it's just going to be a matter of filling in the traps. And another thing we can do is, because we are going to utilize this area here, is I can build some defenses here, so we'll be able to fire on anything that comes along the wall there. We'll maybe have like a too thick embrasured wall right here, with maybe just like a machine gun set up on it, so that anybody trying to mine their way through this will just get unloaded on. Oh man, I feel bad for you guys having to eat kibble, but I can't help that we've had basically no ground to grow anything on for a very long time. We've had to do everything indoors, and because we're limiting ourselves in terms of technology, I don't have hydroponics basins to work with. Although you could argue that that would maybe work in like a steampunk World War I setting, but we've gone with this, and these are resource-wise more efficient. They don't require any power because we're not using sun lamps. We're not using hydroponics basins, so no power for either of those. We are just using indoor soil and transparent roofing, and so we're using the sun and dirt. Very easy, but not going to grow at like 250% like the hydroponics basins will. So it does slow us down in that way. But, you know, we can afford to make a lot more of them, and so I'll probably have a lot more of these somewhere. We can expand into here if we want. I'd like the prisoners to be working them, but we'll see how that goes. I might have to build some over here and have our colonists work on them. It's not a huge deal. We already have stuff growing over here as well, so we'll just do what we need to do to have enough food. But if we can, I'd like the prisoners to be doing a lot of that, because it's fairly menial stuff. I don't really need somebody super skilled to do it. Trenton, there is your uniform. Unfortunately, it's pretty crap, but at least you won't be naked under that coat anymore. And anybody's welcome to throw on that t-shirt, I guess. Feel free. Why did you just haul him in here? That was weird. Why are you hauling the dog? Those horses sometimes. And let's see, are we repairing all these? I wish I could set it to exclude certain materials rather than just, or I don't know why I'm clicking on that. I was referring to this. So when we recycle stuff, I can tell them not to recycle any long coats. But see, I have like dusters. I thought I had long coats. No, apparently I allowed long coats. But I can't set a material, so I would like to keep like the alpaca wool ones and maybe the camel hair. The ones that are pretty good quality, but like border collie fur long coat that's black and has no insulation, I don't need that one. I don't need like a St. Bernard fur one that's only -46. I have this one that's -73. So, you know, I'd rather have those. This one is -70. And those are the right color. Agatha, are you dealing with frostbite as well? Could you maybe get inside before that becomes a problem? Also, Bender, I forgot to queue up your operation. So we're going to allow medicine. And, oh, it's going to require 2 each. It doesn't say what kind, though, so I believe we can use herbal medicine. Yeah, we'll use our 4 herbal medicine to patch his eyes up. Oh, gold. We've struck gold. Eureka. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. And we're almost done here. We are almost done. And there's actually quite a bit of steel in there. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Colonist needs treatment. Pet it. Oh god, you're being eaten by a fox. Come on, man. It's just a fox. Skunk, go melee the thing. You guys are ridiculous. It's literally a tiny little animal. Okay. Pet it. Go get yourself treated. Skunk. Finish that thing off. Cooper, as you were. Is it dead? No. Skunk, I asked you to finish it. Pet it. Go get yourself treated. What were you doing? Were you carrying those to... I think he was trying to recycle these or something, and then the fox bit him. We've got to watch out for that. There's going to be random animal attacks because of the weather There's a couple wolves out and about, and they will attack us because there's nothing else for them to eat. Oh, there is some Muffalos. Let's mark you guys for hunting, because we could sure use the meat. And the one nice thing about all these corpses lying around is I guess the wolves can get distracted by that, and also our dog can nibble on them. So let's see. I was trying to tame one of these. I wouldn't mind taming you. You gotta be very careful about that, though. I'm gonna cancel on the 5-year-old male there. I'm not interested in really breeding them. I wouldn't mind a wolf as a pet. Alright, Bender. Resting during your operation. It looks like the first one was a success. And it looks like the second was a success. So his eyes are all fixed. With herbal medicine, not our good stuff. And let's see. It looks like good. We've got some rice being harvested as well. Okay, so that worked out pretty well for us. Oh, I need to light this too. These lights do not provide enough lighting in the room to actually let anything grow. They give 50 and you need 51 to grow. They did that on purpose, or the developer did. But they still work faster when things are lit, and so they'll harvest faster with these lights on during the night. And so that's generally what you want to do. Murta, I feel like watching him stand around here is not going to do anybody any good, and I don't even know what you're doing now. I don't know how you could see him there. This is getting very, very cluttered. Oh boy. Yeah, please stay down there. Oh god. Ainsley, you better run. Run back to base. Pet it. Let's see. How's your health? Okay. Let's draft you. Hop back over here. Riesling, do me a favor and get on that gun. And Allison, come sit with Pettit. And Ainsley, yeah, I need you to lure them. God, everything's hitting at once. Hopefully, yeah, I was going to say, hopefully they didn't spawn in here. So we have guests. They do not have anything to trade. Let's see, so we do have them set to be entertained. That's good. Well, avoid that tornado and these Muffalos if you can. And Ainsley, I need you to run. Yeah, run past the machine gun. If you don't mind. They're right on your tail. Riesling, I hope you're ready to... Okay, good. The tornado left the map. We got really lucky there. God, that thing is so good. Well, we hunted them all at once. That's one way to do it. Alright. So, if you guys could haul some Muffalo back with you, that would be great. I don't think it's worth trying to like tame one of these or anything like that. Only one of them actually survived, and it would take a really long time for us to like breed them, especially if we only have one, because then we'd have to try to come by a second. So we're just gonna finish this one off and then eat it. Please, yeah, there you go. You know what to do. And there we go. We got some meat. Do not eat that raw, you bastards. Can you cook? No. Trenton, can you cook? Also no. Grace, get over here and start cooking. Because otherwise we are going to be losing a lot of this meat to people eating it. Don't do it. Okay. Trenton, go ahead and grab that meal. Riesling, go ahead and grab the other. Let's see. Skunk. Take that one. Ainsley, take that one. At least Grace can get to these pretty quick. Allison, don't do it, Nolan. Okay. Head it. God damn. There's a meal right there, man. Okay, hopefully we're caught up. Well, I mean, obviously we're not. We're still way behind on meals, but if there's a few extras, then people will go for those rather than the raw meat. So we'll be fine in that regard. Okay, so 4 meals. She's going to go back to bed. That's fine. Where did our guests run off to? Have they made it inside yet? Yes, they have. Okay. It looks like one of them, or actually they're both playing chess with each other right now. Let's see. They're from the U.S. Marshal Service, who we have pretty good standing with because we were able to save quite a few of their people. But if we were so inclined, we could try to steal these guys away. The fact that you're nervous and psychically hypersensitive makes me very concerned. So I probably won't bother with you, even though you are a very good fighter. Yeah, that's a shame. You are a trigger-happy psychopath and also a night owl. They're actually both pretty decent characters. He's just going to be really prone to mental breaks, especially when there's like a, what do you call it, a psychic drone. He's going to go berserk when we have those, but he's a damn good soldier. He can help with building and a little bit with mining, and I can also have him like cutting stone blocks or something. He's not completely useless when he's not fighting, but he's definitely a soldier before anything else. She is much more well-rounded, but also a really good fighter. It's a shame that she can't do plant work or mining, but she can help cook, she can help build, and if we needed somebody else to do research, she would be great for it. So I'm actually going to set them to try to recruit, and we'll see if we make it far enough. There's a good chance, because we need at least 5 people up to the level of friend. There's a good chance that we won't even get there before they leave, but we'll see, because they're both pretty damn good. And I suppose I'll go ahead and end the episode there. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we just dug too much of the mountain out. So basically the roof just disappeared, is what happened there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we will pick back up from this point in the next episode. We still got to get those guys inside, and we'll have to keep an eye on those wolves. Also might need to look at building another generator there, but we did get this one down that is connected as far as I can tell. So we should, yeah, I was going to say, we should be seeing our batteries fill up, and I'm going to need more of those. I think now is a good time because we have components, and we don't have a lot of steel, but we have enough. So I think now is as good a time as any to go ahead and fill this in. And we'll have to look at, well, I mean, that was going to be battery area too, so I guess we have space for more if we need them. But yeah, I was going to end the episode. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.